This is Alison Bailes with a HerFLiX Moment. My Reincarnation by Jennifer Fox. She's an indie filmmaker who documented a personal odyssey in her 6-part Sundance series, Flying: Confessions of a Free Woman. My Reincarnation is yet another personal documentary as Fox introduces us to Tibetan Buddhist master Norbu and his Western-born son Yeshi. The conflict begins as Yeshi, at the age of 18, rejects the Tibetan culture and teachings of his father. Thus begins a 20-year journey which Fox records with astonishing intimacy. Here's a look at the trailer.
My father is a famous Tibetan master. He had to escape from Tibet. My father arrived to Italy and he had to start from zero.
Vieni via di qua.
We don't have a real emotional relation, me and my father. He always treats me like the son of a master, not a father or son of any Italian family.
A very important Tibetan Lama in India is saying, my son is a reincarnation of my uncle.
Everybody says, you're so lucky of being a reincarnation, but I don't like to be not myself. I can't stand this situation.
Having children, having a family, having a career was an important wish.
I'm happy to be a normal, common father.
I am Tibetan and my culture is important for me. I must save my culture. Being present of time is very, very important. One day we notice surprise. Oh, this is the end of life. What I do now? What I did?
I start to have all these strange visions with water or light rays, memories about my death.
When I saw my father, he told me again, you have to go to Tibet because there are a lot of people there waiting for you. Old people know my last life. You have like a mission, no?
For its universal and touching story about a father and son trying to uphold a vanishing culture, I give My Reincarnation 3 cups of coffee. Decaf, of course, for better meditation. Jennifer and I had a chance to chat in person about her 20-year endeavor. Why did this film or these characters entrance you for so long?
Well, I was a student of the father in the film when I met him when I was 25. And I was already a filmmaker finishing my first film, and after I finished it, I thought I'd never make another film again. So I decided I would help him, and I traveled with him like an informal secretary. And I had such amazing access to him and to his world, and he was so unusual that I really wanted to pull in a camera. And I bought one of these first small format video cameras and started to film him, and that was the beginning. And he introduced me to his family, to Yeshi, his son, and they sort of embraced me with open arms because they were so grateful that I was helping their father.
Is that normal that they would let people into their intimate life?
I don't think you'll ever see another film in which you have this access into a spiritual leader's life. They just would never let you. But Norbu, the father, his whole idea about spirituality is he doesn't want to be treated like a god. So he wants people to see him as a normal person with knowledge. And in the Tibetan tradition, a teacher is a spiritual friend.
To me, it wasn't so much a film about spirituality, so maybe it's different things for different people.
Well, I think the main story of the film is between a father and a son. It's a father who's trying to save his culture, and a son who just wants to be normal, just a normal kid playing in a rock band, being a photographer, having a normal life. And that's a universal story, and anybody can identify with both the father's problems and the son's desire to be free and live an ordinary life.
And how do you know the film is finished? When is it finished?
Yeah. You know absolutely when the story is climaxed, and when he goes back to Tibet, that's it. And when he went back to Tibet and was re-enthroned, that was the first time I knew I had a film, and that was 18 years into shooting.
Is this true that you raised some money on Kickstarter, the website?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
We're Kickstarter stars. We raised $150,000 and sort of beat all the records on Kickstarter. We were the #1 raising finished film of all time, the #2 raising documentary, and the #4 raising film of all. So, no, it's amazing. We have a very unusual story. The film was finished and it was starting to do festivals last year, and one of my partners wasn't able to bring in the money they promised. And so suddenly I had a $100,000 debt and no way to raise the money. And so it was real with terror that I decided to do a crowdfunding campaign. And I actually put together a team of women. There were 4 of us working to do this campaign. We launched it like a campaign. It was a 90-day campaign, and we just went way beyond everybody's expectations.
This has been a HerFLiX Moment.